Life in the Mojave Wasteland is hard. After a few doses of Med-X, you feel a short escape from the cruel reality of constant danger and the presence of death. Do we have a strong enough stomach to visit places where the most brutal acts happened? To focus on the detail and think about what took place in those locations? We are going to dive into dark corners of the Mojave Desert. Looking at the town of Nipton, we see fire, smoke, burned houses, and crucified people. The town was massacred by Caesar's legion. They gave people lottery tickets. The one who won the lottery was spared. Everyone else was crucified, burned alive, or shot. Boxcars won the lottery. But the philosophical question is, who is worse off? Those who lost and died? Or boxcars, who lived alone, crippled, in the middle of destroyed and massacred town? Vault 34 is not a nice place for walk. Radiation is everywhere, and many hostile ghouls will go after you. Even with good gear, you will have tough time. It was meant to be an experiment with excessive weapon supplies and weak control of them. The residents had free access to guns and ammo, which led to frequent conflicts. Due to poor management and overcrowding, resources started running out. This led to a rebellion where a group of residents tried to leave the vault by force. The uprising damaged security systems and caused a radiation leak, which eventually contaminated the entire vault. Most survivors muted into ghouls, while some tried to escape. Those who made it out found that the boomers. Especially dangerous are the feral ghouls, extremely strong and insane. Radiation has damaged them so much that they lost their minds and personalities, turning into bloodthirsty monsters that attacks anything alive. They have a lot of health. Also, they are fast, resistant to regular weapons, and you'll need to hit them with grenades. Would you want to become radioactive aggressive monsters like that too? There are two options. The first is to join the experiment in the vault, or you can become a Counter-Strike 2 player. This place can really give you trouble, and I highly recommend wearing a radiation suit and most importantly preparing well. Bring plenty of ammo, healing items, and especially grenades and mines. Black Mountain is a tall, abandoned mountain that hides not only bloody secret, but also dangerous enemies. This area is connected to several dark stories, especially involving mutants and radiation. As soon as you enter the mountain, you can see dark scenery and feel the unsettling atmosphere. The heavy radioactive fallout created an omnipresent layer, and along with the plain architecture, this mountain is truly an unique place. On the way, you will encounter several strong mutants. I highly recommend bringing a grenade launcher and, ideally, a companion. Originally, there was a radio station here, taken over by people after Great War. Later, however, a group of super mutants from Mariposa attacked it, led by Tabata, a crazy Nikon. Tabata drove out the humans, repaired the transmitter, and started broadcasting the brave voice of Tabata and propaganda channel for super mutants. This radio propaganda spread several messages. Super mutant supremacy claimed they were better than humans and should rule over them. Human threat warned mutants that humans were dangerous and must be avoided or destroyed. Chaos and paranoia. Over time, she became confused and suspicious, even accusing some mutants of betrayal. Talking to Rhonda, she often spoke with an invisible friend, which was actually a broken Mr. Handy robot doll. Her broadcasts were crazy, bizarre, and sometimes even funny, making her one of the most entertaining side characters in the game. As you creep higher, the radiation increases, so keep that in mind. If you take the quest crazy, All you need to do is grab the hidden key under the stairs in the stone, near the door where Tabata is. Once you open the door, be polite and elegant with the woman, maybe have some tea or something. From Black Mountain there is also very nice view, and don't forget to loot after grabbing the key. A question about this area is, wasn't there a bit of truth in the propaganda about the danger of humans? Although New Vegas is a nice city, it has its dark side that not everyone knows about. In several places, there is access to sewers beneath the city, which are older than New Vegas and were there before the war. Here, you'll find both ghouls and muted rats, which can vary in size, from pups and giants. The enemies themselves aren't very strong, but don't be fooled. If a swarm of rats attacks you along with ghouls, they can give you tough time. It's good to have plenty of ammo. The sewer system is vast and full of radioactive wastewater. After a while wandering, you'll come across a giant pipe, where you pass through the dark tunnel into underground catacombs. Here you will encounter the faction the Khans, who originally come from post-apocalyptic areas and decided to settle in the underground spaces. The Khans are a nomadic faction in the Fallout world, known for their aggression, trading skills, and determination to preserve their culture and heritage even in post-apocalyptic world. Here, in these dark contaminated spaces, they live together with children, playing chess and engaging in other activities. Sadly, they are also involved in many illegal activities, such as drug trade and illegal goods. Because of this, the NCR dislikes this faction, considering them illegal and destabilizing element in their territory, and they try to drive them out of this area. You can choose which side you to support. Vault 11 is now inhabited by giant grasshoppers, rats and other pets. However, in the past it was inhabited by humans who were subjected to one of the worst experiments. It was part of a social experiment where the residents had to sacrifice one person each year, or they were told everyone would die. At first, they chose the victim by voting, but over time the system became corrupt. In the end, a group refused to continue the sacrifices and discovered it was just a test. The vault never actually punished disobedience. Sadly, most of the inhabitants were already dead. Vault 11 has propaganda posters that support the sacrifice system. They are styled like government propaganda and they say like, voting is your civil duty, or will you be the next overseer? We can find trenches with skeleton and traps, which hint at a civil war that took place inside. The entire vault feels like chilling testaments to human manipulation and desperation. If you would like to visit it, it's suitable for beginners, compared to other vaults. It has weak enemies and you can find plenty food for the start of the game. There is also a section with many crates of ammunition, but it's mostly flooded. If you want to grab the loot, you'll need a diving mask, which you can obtain through the quest. These were interesting places with a dark past in Fallout New Vegas. If you enjoyed my content, leave a like, subscribe or write a comment. Check out my next video here and have a great day.